I've just given her a bit of a walk, and that's boring, so we didn't show you that bit. So now we're going to start off the warm-up in trot. And like I said, if you've got a horse that's tense, you might start the trot earlier. If you've got a horse that's relaxed like hers, I did about 6 minutes in walk. So now you can see this is a horrible trot. This is a nothing trot, and that's fine. I'm not going to pull her out of a stable and start hounding her straight away, especially for the first test. It's all about calmness. It's all about relaxation, that Lustgelassen. So you can see I'm just asking her to stretch, asking her to come round, soft, long and deep. And she did arena familiarisation the day before, so that's really helped. She was quite tense on the first kind of day. So this is the first day of competition, but the second time she's been at this venue and been in this warm-up, so she's not as lucky. And your job is in this trot, just circles, long side, circles, long side. Is the horse listening? Is the horse staying calm? Is the horse bending? And now I'm quite happy, she's trotted on both sides, so now I canter. And again, this is not a good canter, it's a very slow, boring, nothing canter, which is fine. I'm not asking for anything except her to canter in 3 beats, to stay calm, to stay relaxed. Especially because it's also quite hot, it's around 34 degrees, so I'm not going to be doing a long warm-up, and I'm not going to be doing a big you've got to go, go, go. There's the trot and then there's the canter. So even though she's doing medium, I'm not putting any changes in first. Let's just have a trot and a canter both ways. So we've got a bit of a circle and a bit of a trot. And then you can see I'm shortening up my reins a lot, now going into sitting trot, and now it's time to work for the test and straight into the movements of the test. So shoulder in into half pass. I've got to check that she doesn't react badly to my outside rein, that she doesn't kick out at it, or that she doesn't canter, that she knows that means a half pass aid. And again, shoulder in and half pass. Like I said, I'm not going to waste any time, any stride that she doesn't have to do. So just testing, good. I can put my outside leg on and over and half pass she goes. She's keeping the bend, so we're happy with that. This is the badness of me working normally at home with a mirror. This trot is not at all a big trot, so feedback to me, I fixed it in the second test. And you can see I was walking and then someone's come across, that's no problem. Now I think I'm going to practice the walk pirouettes. So again, I just want to make sure that she doesn't freak out when that leg comes on and that she reacts how I want her to react. You can see she got a little bit stuck on the hind leg and lost rhythm. And she's getting a little deep in front. But this is all mistakes that she makes in training. She's a young horse, she doesn't really have enough muscle and where she needs to be in her training to take the weight behind. So that's why she's getting a little bit deep and off the contact. And then you can see I walk to canter transition, and I'm just going to check, but I do a flying change each way. The warm-up is not the place to train. So I'm doing the half pass, which is not a half pass, Natasha, more hind legs. Thank you, that's better. And then straight, and then obviously a change, which is crooked. But I don't mind. Like 3 weeks ago, I didn't have a change. So the fact that it's half calm, that's all good. Just testing the go, come back, that I can go for a bit of a medium, and that when I sit, she comes back. And then again, we'll practice half pass into the change. Good. And then ride straight, and then the change. Now, she had a little bit of a hiccup in that, so I'm like, we don't want that to happen in the test. Let's just get that change back. No, late behind. This is what happens when I can't see it. And I give her a pat, probably because I felt that she went off the aid, but Natasha was late behind. Luckily in the test she didn't do. I think she had 1 change out of 8 that was late behind. Now I'm just getting her to sit on her hind legs a little bit. Sit, sit, sit. Sit, sit, sit. Sit, sit, sit. Just so she's going to collect when I need her. You know, you come into the trot and then you collect the trot, and then she needs to push out. She needs to come out with her neck and then collect again. She needs to collect off my seat, engage the hind legs, come more over the back, and then out again. And I think one more collect. No, change the rein. And that's just what I do to get them a bit more through, a little bit more. And she just had that canter. That's a miscommunication. All good. No, I want you to collect and sit and be straight. And then we push forward, and then we collect. Good girl. And then we go forward. Have to hold her in the collection while she stops moving sideways, because she has to stay straight and she has to take the weight behind. And that just gets her lighter in front. And then we do the halt. And that's what I do. So it's a lot less pressure than what happens at home, especially for the very first test. And then obviously as the tests progress, you can ask for more and more. Now obviously if you're at a competition like the Nationals, you've got to go for broke. Those tests count, you know, there's no warm up. But when I do a test of 2 days, 4 tests, I very much like to play with the first one very safe and then escalate the pressure and the expectation and the demands of how forward I want the horse and how much impulsion I want the horse to have as we progress. So trust that was useful.